to another fly tying video today. This month, we're going to be tying the sucker spawn. The sucker spawn is used to imitate sucker eggs. Right around March, April, all the way into June actually, suckers start spawning, and beautiful streams that have them, and trout love to eat those eggs. They're also a good representation of trout eggs, though brown trout eggs and rainbow trout eggs vary in color slightly. Brown trout eggs are more of a amber. Rainbow trout eggs are basically just steelhead eggs. So I'm gonna tie a sucker spawn fly. The hook I'm using is a Firehole 321 in size 16. You want to lean towards the smaller sizes for these guys. Sucker eggs are pretty tiny. I'm going to use a stronger thread. I'm going to use uni thread 6/0 in white. And I'm going to start pretty much slippery shank. Cut off your tag. And then wrap to about where the thread will hang by the barb. So, about right there. And then for body, the only material you need is fly foam. This is the clown package. So you get a whole bunch of different colors in it. I'm going to use the yellow and the orange. I think this is apricot, I'm not sure. It doesn't really matter what the colors are called, or just what they look like. So, I've already been tying some flies with these, so my strands are pretty short, but I've taken a couple strands of each and lined them up. Once you have them lined up, you want to cut the ends off square. It's gonna be a little tough to cut. Probably also if you have any rough spots on your fingers, you know, like dry hands, these are going to be a pain to work with. Thankfully, I have pretty moist hands. Is that how you do? And then you're going to take that snipped off end, you're going to tie it down as close as you can. This would be the time to put some super glue right there, but we don't have to do that. And you're going to wrap a couple wraps forward. Next, you take your bodkin or the hook of a whip finish tool, and you're going to make a loop, little loop with that material. Just hold it right there. And then take one wrap, grab that loop, take a few more wraps on top. Then go forward a bit. Make a second loop, doing the same thing. And you can try to make them each a little bigger than the first, but it doesn't really matter. The natural curve of the hook shank should help with that. You want to make these loops small, so don't advance your thread very far. On a size 16 hook, I usually make about 4 loops. So just make another, do the same thing. Basically, just make loops all the way until you can't fit anymore. I want to pull on it while you're doing it so the loops stay tight. It's the thing with this McFly foam. You want this foam to be always pulled tight. And then once you're at the eye, whip finish right behind it, but underneath the yarn. Thread. Last step, pull your yarn, not vertical, more up to the side. Snip it off. So this kind of looks like another loop. And there you have it. That is the sucker spawn. This is a great spring nymph pattern. It's also a really good pattern for runoff. Pair it with a worm or a stonefly. So yeah, get out there, catch some fish with this.